And they got me surrounded in my district. It's the 7 lampstands with 7 hills. It's a live cop show outside of our broadcast area. All right, we don't see it. The whole town's in on it. 92 AM radio. We're on Donald Trump and his fake administration, CBS and CNN and all the media. They're all in on it together. They all decided party unity means that they're already united and they're going to pretend like they're going to get united. But Donald Trump created party unity, and that's unconstitutional, and it's also a crime. You cannot block me, right? The right to bear arms has nothing to do with guns or weapons. It means that when I become the independent state and I'm the representative of the nation, and after you not having a chair to answer to for 213 years and hiding the chair from the people and doing all this stuff that you did, lying to the people, teaching them the wrong things, the Republic nation is not the threat. We are your employers. And you call us ISIS. You're fucked, dude. So, and I can talk like that. You know why? Because the Constitution says so. During the internal insurrection of our government, all right, I have the right to do what is ever necessary and proper, even if it's improper, right? Because these people, their district is closed. The right of the states goes in succession, and a succession of rank and power. And I outrank. The Constitution says that the only people that are in our government right now is the part where a civilian is in charge. And it says that the Supreme Court and the military and the Treasury Department and myself, we are the only government employees. But I'm the employer, right? And I represent the person that hired them. Now, you're supposed to elect them, not vote for them, elect them. But if it doesn't say it in the Constitution, then it's not the law. This is the rule of the government. So, it doesn't say Democrats, it doesn't say Republicans, it doesn't say grassroots, it doesn't say Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. You know, they're both on the same side, you know. And so, but they don't exist. They've been listed and registered in our nation. Now it's illegal and it's a crime. They've been banned from our government, all right? And my generals got their head up his ass because they don't understand the chain of command. But I used to be a soldier for 8 years, and I used to write their scenarios. So we won't be a badass military until I get there, right? And so, but see, we're to protect the earth and not fight each other. But that's a whole different story. But see, the government's a process. It has nothing to do with religion or God. Freedom of religion means you do not have religion in our government. Now, this don't make sense. Watch. They supposedly came from the old world to the new world, but see, really they invaded us for freedom of religion because they were being persecuted, right? So why is the government have religion everywhere? Because it's illegal. Because it's a big con, the two ancient evils, government and religion. Adam, the first government, married his sister, Eve, the church. And then they found gold. And God came from the word gold. They took away a L, the Lucifer, out of the word gold. And they changed it into God. Hey, look, God, God, God. But if you look up the word God, it's a new word. But they made. And it doesn't mean what you think. It's a mind trick. Government means mind control. But see, religion means pocket control, right? And they trick you. Don't ever believe in anything or anybody other than yourself. That's how they feed off of your energy, because it's supposed to be some evil deity, right? But if he was the evil, badass deity, then I wouldn't be here, would I? Okay? So, enough for that. So, these people, they have a group, an organization. They want you to, they sacrifice, they kill people, burnt offerings. They wrote their own book about themselves, just like Donald Trump has all these videos about himself. He thinks he's one of those people, but you know what? He's one of those people who does not have constitutional authority, right? And all their fake predictions don't do anything, right? The mark of the beast. It's not on your hand, not on your head. It's in your hand. It's your Obama phone. It's got 200 seats on it. There's 200 slots. There's a panel of people watching you. Your phone is hooked up to the courts, and you have a meth license on your phone to sell meth. It's all true. I didn't do it. Mr. Obama did it. And the phone companies did it. And, it's all, everything that they designed is designed to make money off of people who don't have money. Right? While they're stealing our money, they're not allowed to be in our government. The Federal Reserve Bank is unconstitutional. They have an illegal monopoly, right? But I've changed our money to plastic. And the $750 billion that you take for your salary, that money belongs to the people. And here's how I made America great, and why Donald Trump's not the president. He can't make America great again, because he's for England. But every person's going to get $10,000 a month. And housing's going to be free, and education's going to be free. And you don't make money off the bankers. It's wrong. And you don't take people's houses and their land. It's our land. We got our land back. We rented the land to you, and the Louisiana Purchase was a rental. You owe us 213 years back pay, let alone the $20 trillion that you guys stole. So, the Treasury Department works for me, and the military has full power to freeze the assets of the Democratic and Republican Party and everything, and the Federal Reserve, and to lock down our borders, and to throw Donald Trump in the Leavenworth for deep processing. The 13th Amendment says that if you want to be in the office of civil trust and authority, that you cannot be a politician. But the second seat of the people, the supreme legislative branch, the electoral votes came to me when I took them away. And I'm a member of Congress, and they're vested in Congress just like the Constitution says. But the president, where it says, or inability to perform his duties. And the Congress, where it says, or other constitutional disabilities. All right? Or other, right? That means that I represent the people. All right? The rules of the government and of the election and of the contest, right, is if anybody has a majority in every state, there shall not be a national election. Why? Because you can't have a representative and a government at the same time. Thomas Jefferson represented every person and every vote. And he stepped down in 1803 from the first chair of the second seat that wasn't created yet to the first seat of government with the second and third chair of the employees. Right? So that's what happened. And so when Thomas Jefferson stepped down, then whatever happened, happened. For 213 years, not a single person could figure out the rules of the government, or let alone how it works or who's supposed to be in it. But in the system based on representation, I represent every person, including Donald Trump. So a vote for him comes to me, because I have the votes and I'm in Congress. So there's two chambers of the House of Representatives. The upper chamber has been closed for 213 years. Now last year when they had their media coup, they showed me the empty chair. They were teasing me. They kidnapped my wife and daughter. They were teasing me. Donald Trump teased me on the night of the election. Hillary Clinton goes, oh look, there's a girl, she's crying. And then Donald Trump goes, oh well, that girl Charlotte, she doesn't have to die. Well, that's my daughter's name. They sent me pictures of my family holding them out of a helicopter over the ocean. Right? But see, the Constitution is not about people. And I am not a person. I am everybody's civil rights that we don't have. But we have them now, but I can't enforce them until the people that are supposed to order the work for me from the Constitution, my military, has to help me secure the post. Because the post has been unguarded. And you are responsible for our post. Wrong. The citizens are responsible. Okay? Our post is in danger and they're stealing our money and they're killing our people so they can make money. So, Congress committed treason on 7 December 2015. Now, on 1 January 2015, the government changed legally. Got abolished. That means change. I changed it into a trust fund. But the government's always been a nonprofit organization, and it was created by we the people, and the Congress and our laws says that the only member of the Republic Nation who is authorized to do business, that means decide who gets taxed. For the Republic Nation, for which it stands, the employers of the temporary USA government where the employees really blew it and they stole $20 trillion, and not a single one of them can prove that they're allowed to be in our government, because you know why? They're not in our government. The seat of the government is in San Luis Obispo, California. And I've been calling the shots for 3 years. And they can't do anything about it except pretend. But a failed voting system, a corrupt, unconstitutional voting system, you're not allowed to vote for Donald Trump because he's not for the people. But it doesn't matter. The contract is over. Mr. Obama completed the mission. It's legally concluded. And the second rep is followed by the third rep, is followed by the fourth rep. And in 200 years, we'll have 200 ambassadors and 42 presidents. Because Thomas Jefferson was the first president, and Mr. Obama was the 42nd president. And he was the last president. So their numbers are all off. The Illuminati. See, the Illuminati don't own this place. And neither do the Zions. And it's not about Korea or Russia. I'm the one that hacked the election. I did it with the Constitution and the Declaration. And I'm the ambassador of French Polynesia. It's not the Russian ambassador. It's the French Polynesian ambassador. So I did it. But they won't tell you all this stuff. So, because they're corrupt. And communion is made out of skin, you know. So, these people don't belong in our government. They're not allowed to be in our government. Read the secret journals of Congress or the Treaty of Persia. It tells you who they are and what they do. And read the Star Spangled Banner. There's a document that comes with it. It tells you all about them. So, all of these people who don't have any constitutional authority, they're stealing the money once every 4 years because they're addicted to re-embezzlement. Right? But they're all corrupt and they're all illegal. And the military and the National Guard has orders from the Republic Nation to round these guys up and out-process them and put them on the next boat to England. Right? So, don't nobody fight. Don't nobody... Look, they trained you to be against each other. We are one human race. Nobody's different from nobody else. Nobody's better. Nobody's special. Nobody's privileged. We are all exactly the same. Right? Now, except for when you find gold and you take the word L out and you make everybody think there's a God, well, you just must be the devil trying to get in our pockets. So do not believe anybody. So somebody said, I'm not going to say who, God, man, and money can't be in one place. So, who is that? Donald Trump, huh? So everything that Donald Trump is saying and doing is not doing anything. He's not the president. We don't have any more presidents. He has no authority. His party has been banned and it's illegal, and he's committing treason in public on a daily basis for 1,000 days now, not 100 days. 1,000, okay? So this guy is totally corrupt, and he can't do nothing, right? The power of the people, what is that? It's when you don't have a representative for 213 years, you don't have no rights. The First Amendment says that they cannot pass a bill, an act, a law, an amendment, and there are no presidential executive orders, because you know what? I am the executive, not you, Donald Trump. You're not an executive and you're not the president. And nobody can prove it. And if somebody supports you, oh wow, that don't make you a president. And then somebody says, oh, Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. President in your own mind, brother. You are not the president. You represent who? Oh, okay, sure. You're not in the government. That's how it works. So you can say whatever you want, but you know the law says something else. So cease and desist and get out of my office. That's an order to my generals to proceed with this operation. Have a good day. Welcome to French Polynesia. $10,000 a month, free housing, free education, free healthcare, no insurance. And that money will support every single business, because the only way you can make money in America now is off the things that we buy. Okay? And then we're going to tax you. So you're going to have Black Friday once a month. So quit bitching about what you already pay to your buddies. Everybody pays 1/3 tax over $120,000. Okay? Nobody has to pay tax. Everybody gets paid. You're all a member of Congress. For being born in America, we all have direct representation and direct taxation. And we're going to be a nation of corporate tax collectors, okay? Who like to go shopping and not to World War III. Welcome to French Polynesia, where Donald Trump is still not a president.